And right around the midpoint of the season, Clark, certain teams seem to take it to another level.
Yeah, you're right, B.A., and part of that is coaching staffs getting comfortable with their players getting comfortable with their roles. That does smooth things out a bit for teams. And then if you've had off-season acquisitions, those are fully integrated by this time in the season.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Porzingis, yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
Well, you look at Porzingis and his size, 7'3", he consistently torches defenders around the rim.
Here's Maledon. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Good on the shot.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Doncic. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And it's Junior missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Maledon. Brunson defending. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Junior against Covington. Here's Kleber. No good with the triple. Junior against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hey, if you can't...
Put the girl in the stands, man. What you with?
Get ready for this.
1 for 2. Clock's out.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Doncic with it. On the wing, Junior. The baseline J, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Junior. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game. Here's Maledon. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Now Junior. Pass to Kleber. Back to Junior. Three-pointer. Horford pulls it in. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. For 3, Covington. Again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Here's Junior. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Nice move. Maledon, no good. The Mavericks shooting about 43% since tip-off.
You know, a big difference in Porzingis' game last year was the rebounding, and oftentimes people think if you're tall and long, you should eat glass. Well, most of your best rebounders are not the tallest guys on the floor, but to his credit, Porzingis made rebounding a focal point of his.
3 on the clock, and here's Junior outside. Connects from downtown. Junior's got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Maledon. Brunson defending. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
It's tipped. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing, right side. Williams from long range. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. And Clark, where Porzingis has specifically improved the defensive glass.
Yeah, I agree with you there, B.A. And defensive rebounding is really just the final piece of defense. Good defense, that is. And, you know, Rick Carlisle's an outstanding coach, has been since he's been a head coach in the NBA. And I think last year, Carlisle got to Porzingis in a way no other coach had. And the team benefited as a result.
Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Junior outside. Jacks up a 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Brunson finds Junior to the inside. Outside Brunson. And there's the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Clock at 4. Now here's Brunson. Junior with it. He played a great game against the Lakers. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Pass to Horford. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Junior. Over to the left wing. Horford for 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Horford grabs the ball in a minute.
Here's Baisley. He's got 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. The Thunder with another miss. The Mavericks trailing. So the Mavericks 5 right now. Kleber and Porzingis, the combo inside. Junior, he's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3 slot. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Williams against Junior. Williams. And Porzingis with the block. And he's able to get it back. Williams' shot is good.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort.
Thanks, bro. Can any of these guys play defense? Y'all are making this.
Grant, you were part of one of the most legendary eras in Duke basketball. Now, when you reflect on that time, what stands out, man?
Well, B.A., those were great times indeed. And a few things I think stick out. First of all, it was when we really made Duke basketball what it is today, gave us the foundation of this long-term success. Also, of course, too, the bonds, the brotherhood, the experience, the ups and the downs that we went through collectively, all of that together are the things that I like to look back on and really reflect upon during those years.
Horford finds Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a fella who can fill it up. When Gilgeous-Alexander gets rolling, it throws the opponent's defensive plan into disarray.
Now here's Brunson. Coming off a 12-point game. Pass to Porzingis. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pure from 3-point range.
Well, he's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
It's intercepted. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Pass to Williams.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Junior, no good. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Lets it go from deep. Covington no good.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Okay.
Wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 5 from beyond the three-point line in the second quarter.
Boy, how about the story of Robert Covington, B.A., undrafted out of Tennessee State, and you go back even farther in his history. In primary and secondary school, he was cut from the team 3 times. An underdog from the very start, but I'm sure that's part of why his drive has gotten him to this point.
Here's Williams. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it. And the Thunder making a change. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep here in the second. You know, you think back to the early days of the process in Philadelphia. Covington may be the foremost diamond in the rough player they've discovered, Clark.
Can't disagree with you at all, B.A. I mean, the Sixers did a lot of losing in those days, but Covington never got discouraged, always continued to play hard and play well. He knew it was a really good opportunity for him to develop and solidify his place in the league, and he's done just that.
Here's Maledon. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Banked it in off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 4.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Brunson passes to Junior. Takes it inside. So it'll be 2 free.
You know I don't miss free throws.
Contact and a good call by the official.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cousins, he's checked in for Horford. And Leonard subbed in for Covington. Finney-Smith checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Brunson. Maledon for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Hardaway's got 4 rebounds now.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And the ball goes out.
His patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Al Horford. Maledon is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Horford. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Yep, that one's good.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
Up top, Horford. Gilgeous-Alexander against Junior. Oh, stolen by Junior. To the middle. And Doncic with the jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Back to Horford. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot.
You can't stay in front. Love shooting free throws. Love it. Thanks, bro. I thought we were playing the varsity team
Great
tonight.
point. I mean, I think back to the 90s when I played, and the game was at a snail's pace. It was a grinded-out defensive battle, and slowly Clearly, over the years, the tempo has picked up. As you said, each and every year it's increased. But I do think at some point the pendulum will swing back, and we'll get back to a little bit more a little bit less breakup in terms of how the game is played. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting close. The game constantly evolves in some form or fashion, and I believe that we'll kind of get back to maybe a little bit more of a slower pace at some point in the future.
Yeah, the kind of game we see in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Kleber. Williams against Doncic. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, stolen by Junior. And now the Mavs on the run. And Junior throws it down.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Doncic against Williams. And he drives in. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. The Mavericks leading. Here's Junior. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line.
Nothing. Watch. Y'all want me to show you how it's done?
He almost had it.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Maledon.
You know, Kleber's stats are not going to jump out at you, but this is a guy who can protect the rim effectively. He moves his feet well, and he's really an underrated post defender, but at the other end, he can flat out stroke it.
And there it is for him. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The drive by Junior. And a foul called on the way out.
Shoot, I'll take it. Thanks. Oh, this is a
foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. You know, Clark, a stretch big in every definition. Kleber's three-point shooting went from good to great last year.
Yeah, and you know what, B.A.? He was also solid from the field in general and overall. I mean, excellent from the line, too. I mean, he gives you some board work. Kleber's the kind of guy, I think, who will have a long career in this league because he's solidly consistent, and that's valuable to most any team.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Oh, stolen by Junior. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. A nice shot by Doncic. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Bazley. Drives to the hoop. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Doncic up top. Porzingis with it. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Williams. Up top, Horford with the drive.
Oh, wow. Come on, with authority.
You know, one of the things that's overlooked with Al Horford is that this guy is really skilled, but he's a pretty good athlete, too.
And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder.
Well, that's a moment.
With some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Kleber. And Hardaway subbed in for Brunson. Timeout called.
Got a game now, boy. Gotta step it up, man. It's still time.
He's had tremendous experiences in the regular season, postseason, even in the finals, closing out games and taking last shots. But with the younger generation, you're seeing some players emerge in that category as well. I love Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. I know.
Too strong. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever been
Comfortable for a last-second shot.
From deep, Junior, cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Kleber and Porzingis, the combo inside. Junior, he's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. On the take, Bazley lays it up and banks it in.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
From deep, Junior counted from distance. Junior's got 15 points in just the second half.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Williams in the post, covered by Junior. Covington, a screen on Doncic. Back to Williams. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Junior's got 7 assists in the game. Pass to Horford. Outside, Williams. He takes it in, and Williams punches it home.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Well, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Williams against Junior. Pass to Covington. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Back to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Boy, I like the way Porzingis uses his ample offensive tools to generate some big-time offense.
Screen by Horford. Now here's Covington. The three-pointer off the mark.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve. Here.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
The drive by Junior and the dunk by Junior.
This is what it's been since halftime. Efficient and effective.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Down low. Here's Horford. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Gilgeous-Alexander against Junior. The kick out to Brunson. With the 10-footer. Junior, no good. The Thunder have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Junior. For Dallas, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Bazley. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Here's Junior. And the dunk by Junior.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Now Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dallas has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Junior. And here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Here's Junior. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. And stolen by Porzingis. Inside. Sinks that one from the post. Porzingis has got 19 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Junior against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Horford with a steal. Here's Bazley. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, Grant, you've seen the NBA from just about every angle. As a player,
That's a trash ball.
There we go. There we go. What a game, y'all. Yeah, buddy, yeah. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Great job shooting from downtown tonight, Junior.
Nah, man, appreciate that.
Is there any concern that shooting all these threes might leave you vulnerable in the playoffs?
Vulnerable how?
Well, we've seen teams that rely heavily on the three go cold, during the playoffs. So the thinking is when you rely too much on shooting threes, it might be risky in a 7-game series.
Right. I guess that's a little bit of a concern, but we do a lot of things well offensively. So if we get cold from downtown on any particular day, any particular game, we'll find other ways to score.